Hey, Tom Rabbit! I hope you got this for your recording. Hey, YouTube out there. Tom Rabbit likes to record these. Hey, Tom Rabbit!
And then obviously after looking at Jordan Peterson and going down that whole journey, I met Darth and, you know, you know the story from there. But yeah, it was, it definitely was morals to some degree that led me down that path as well. So
Darth is certainly
definitely
not a moral person. I mean, he's one of the most sadistic, vile, foul people on the internet. He's obviously not concerned with any kind of moral foreground, and he very rarely ever discusses the topic, right? He wins the debate based on semantics and obfuscation and accusing people of holding positions they don't hold. He's never been sincere. He's been a troll his entire life. I mean, he's a complete fucking reprobate, not to mention a rapacious little scumbag.
I'm not saying that Darth's the best, but the moral thing is what led me originally down this process of looking into religion.
And
I wouldn't say
any
that it was
desire,
I wasn't learning from
any
Darth's morals. I wouldn't say.
any sincere desire to pursue moral truths is going to lead you inevitably to Jesus Christ. Darth rarely, if ever, talks about Jesus. As a matter of fact, he's patently refused to talk about Jesus on a number of occasions. And you would think, as a Christian, Jesus would be his favorite subject to talk about. But no, and in fact, he avoids it like the plague.
Okay, Xerxes, I want to ask you something. So I hear what you're saying about Darth, and I used to. I don't really care for Darth myself. He's put me on the troll list for petty reasons. So I used to really despise presuppositionalism and I wanted to find all the bad in presuppositionalism because Darth's delivery, right? But lately I've been reading Van Til, so I got a book called Van Til's Presuppositionalism, reading and analysis by Bahnsen, and I've been listening to lots of lectures by Bahnsen, and I find that it's actually a pretty good apologetic. So do you think if you were to look more into presuppositionalism apart from Darth Dawkins, you may find some benefit in it?
Presuppositionalism can be used as an internal rationalization for the existence of God, belief in God, but it's not an apologetic tactic because it doesn't persuade. It's not an instrument to bring other people to belief in God. Right. That's why it doesn't work on the vast, overwhelming majority of people. Because the only authority on what you do or do not have in your head as a conviction is you. So for another person to come along and say that they know you believe a certain thing when you insist that you don't is just to call a person a liar, right? It's an abandonment of the conversation.
Yeah.
Someone comes in here and says, I don't believe in God, convince me God exists. And I say, yes, you do believe in God. Well, then there's no conversation to be had because now I'm just accusing the person I'm talking to of dishonesty. Why would I engage with a dishonest actor?
Now, I would agree Darth's usage of it and the way he uses it is not good because then it makes people hate it and find problems with it.
That's why we hated it.
Yeah, right. I used to hate it as well.
Because of
but
Darth.
Not, right, I hated it because of Darth, yes. But now that I'm reading Van Til, I find that this presuppositionalism is quite different than fundamentally than Darth uses it. And if it's used correctly, I think it can be effective. Now, it's only going to appeal to certain types of people, but it does work. So yeah, this is the problem I think with Darth, and this is why I don't care for Darth either. Is I think he's taking an apologetic that can be effective with certain people, and I would agree certain people this ain't going to appeal to, and he makes everybody hate it. Like I hated it myself until I started actually reading the Bahnsen and the Van Til, and so I would never use it in the way Darth does. And I think if Bahnsen or Van Til especially heard Darth, he would say, please do not employ anything related to me.
All right. Well, I do have to get out of here. I got some errands to run today while I'm off work. So, deuces, fellas.
Respect, bro. Thank you for coming in. Have a great day. And it was really good to see you. It's good to hear that you're well. So, thank you for coming. Yeah.
Have a good one, man.
Cheers. So, that was cool. So, he was the biggest nemesis ever of the show. He was making his own alternative show to ours, and he was going against us in the politics and religion server, and now he is a Catholic, so that's super cool.
P-Mars, isn't it interesting that like when Darth's room's not alive because we destroyed it essentially, you come running to us like, why don't you figure out where you were going to be,
I would rather be with Darth than you guys because you guys are fucking shit.
Oh,
better than
I
you.
think that was pretty good.
No, he
King
sucks.
Xerxes on.
P-Mars sucks. Dude, who's
it's because
Darth guy?
It's because P-Mars is another just a servant of Satan pretending to be a Christian, but he's vile and he's nasty and they're a brood of vipers, dude. That's what they are. They go out of their way, like Jesus said, to make a convert, to make him twice as much a son of hell as them.
Well,
I'm pretending, but if Christ was here, you would crucify him.
P-Mars, who does Darth have? We've got lawyers here. We've got doctors here. We've got theologians here. We've got what do you want? Physicists.
Someone who reads books.
Darth has who? Him, and that's it. Like, you know what I mean? And his room is garbage. That's why it's not here. And we are. Who won? I told him we were going to war with him. We won. So I don't want to see you over there anymore.
To be friends with us again, and hopefully
he'll never be your friend, dude. He has here's the thing with Darth. Let's be completely 100% honest. He has a morbid personality disorder. 100 out of 100 psychiatrists would diagnose him with a nasty personality disorder. I'm sorry, it's just the way that it is. I don't know if it's like obsessive compulsive personality disorder or narcissistic person. Yeah, I mean, I really think.
Sure.
Yeah, I really think he is, though, and this is coming from somebody that believes in Christ, right? I think he has a very gross personalty disorder. It's just, and he can't forgive. Like he can't forgive. Well, whatever. Yeah, he's just a nugget, dude. Like one time, literally 10 years ago, I told Darth because my mother had just died of cancer, and I said, dude, I was so depressed I had to get on antidepressants for a time, and so literally 7 years later, I'm trying to have a discussion with him, and I'm being kind, and he mutes me, and he goes, oh, that's Bakian. He's on psych meds, guys. He's on psych meds. Dude, if he was in front of me, I would have beat his face in, dude. He would have been on the ground bleeding. He's a bitch, dude. He's a bitch that needs smacked in the mouth is what he really is.
Dude, but why would him doing that elicit such, behavior?
Because people like him need to talk to people like that face to face is what I'm saying. Like some people just need a good bitch slap. Like literally they do. It just would help them. It would help their character. It would help them. Like there's more than one way to cast out a demon. You can cast them out by prayer and fasting. You can cast them out in the name of Jesus. Some people just need the shit smacked out of them.
You're crazy.
The bitch slapping demons.
Yeah, remember that time Jesus bitch slapped Peter?
Yeah, I did hear a pastor one time, and he said that he was somewhere and he was a pastor for years and years, and he said that a man attacked him, and so he threw the guy down a flight of steps because he was afraid that guy was going to kill him, and he said, "There's more than one way to cast out a demon."
And not Fox, if I have your permission, I would like to start a rumor against Darth Dawkins, if that's okay with you.
Do you want to start against Darth Dawkins? What?
A rumor. I'd like to start a rumor.
You know what's sad though?
I'm not involved in any shit that you're doing. That's crazy. I'm not personally going to be involved in any rumor starting. I value Darth as a teacher in many ways because he has been that. But he has got a terrible personality in many ways. Now, I see the good in Darth to some degree. And I think that maybe, and obviously none of us really know Darth that well, he does certain things for clicks. Now, it seems weird. It seems weird because he's not actually got a YouTube channel or anything, and you wonder why he would be doing things for clicks. You know? Because he's clearly trying to become popular online. Like, he must be. It makes no sense. Like, why would he be coming on all the time doing this whole shtick? You know, I've done some pretty crazy shit and said some crazy shit to some people, but I wouldn't say that I've mocked anybody for being on meds or anything.
Dude, he
You know.
recently told a guy to go himself, man. The guy is like, he's a wacko.
That's so fucked up.
You just threatened violence on someone, so like, how?
No, I
so
said
you
if he talked to, no, I said if he was in my face and he's like being a douche nugget like he is, he'd get slapped. Like there's a difference between me being on the internet professing to be a follower of Jesus Christ and then telling somebody to go and saying if somebody was in my face acting like that, they get the shit slapped out of them.
Yeah, what you did is worse.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Are you? You're stupid, dude. Here,
What the
let me
hell?
mute. Just sit on mute,
What kind
dude.
of universe do you live in?
Go back to your brood of vipers, dude.
Yeah, I don't understand why they go to Darth Dawkins when he's losing. He's a loser. You want to be with the winner, don't you? P. Mars? That's why P.
Even-
Mars is here.
Well, I don't like him anyway, because too, there's that video where he's talking to a woman in like real life, and he's just being so rude to her, and I'm like, this guy is evil, dude. He really is.
Yeah, he was talking to
He
this
can't
young
even-
lady who.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
There's a young lady who was sincerely seeking an answer about rape in the Old Testament, and he was just trashing her, calling her stupid and all kinds of stuff. And she was literally sincerely being sincere, and I'm like, boy, he really made a disbeliever in her, right? He did the opposite of what he pretends to want to do.
And even the Bible says, it says, because of you, my name is blasphemed among unbelievers. That's not like God saying that's a good thing. He's saying that's a bad thing. And when you act like that all the time, and you even display when you hot mic that you do that to people in your personal life, like you're going to make people blaspheme God and you're going to be held accountable. Like you can preach Jesus and the spirit of the devil. And that's exactly what he does, dude. He preaches Christ in the spirit of the devil and tries to make converts that are twice as much the son of hell as him.
You know.
I mean, you have these Christians that are doing God's work, convincing people. Then you've got this wrecking ball just rolling around, wrecking into buildings and crumbling everything that we built, like Darth Dawkins. He's a imagine the Tasmanian devil, right? Just chewing everything up, devouring like a lion.
Yeah, I would like to ask, so in what universe is what Bach did worse than what that guy said? Somebody, who was it? Or who are y'all talking about?
He told somebody to and then he just like
Yeah.
he treats people in person like females like crap.
But like in what universe is what you said worse?
But I mean, his disciples by their fruit. I mean, look at P. Mars. This dude's always coming here just dropping profanity and being nasty. Like, I mean, you'll know them by their fruit. Like, remember when the disciples they found them after Jesus died, and they said, "Your speech betrays you. We know you are followers of Jesus by the things that you say and the way you act." Well, we know who's been hanging out with Darth because we know how they act, and they think they're doing this for Jesus.
I bet when he goes down to the church, he's like talking about presuppositionalist apologetics and stuff. Like, did you read Bonson last? Did you read that book that I lent to you?
Does he
There's
even
a-
go to church?
No.
Of course, man. He's a big player in the Christian community.
Yeah, he don't go to church. He goes to Discord church. Discord, that's the name of his church. Discord.
Yeah, I didn't think he even went to church in Pal Talk.
What was that?
It's like everybody that I know, though, except like very few people, though. They all hate like Precept because of Darth.
Thank you, Tom Rabbit.